make them as short and crisp and direct as possible to have as many questions being taken in during the next few minutes. Yes, we have the mic going over there.
Hello, hope you can see me. Yes. Yeah, so according to Greek mythology, Prometheus created humans, and first he created humans both male and female in a single body, but then Zeus found humans to be too powerful, so he ordered Prometheus to cut them in half, basically males and females. So in the modern society, I think that's what basically Zeus and Prometheus are the 1% who are controlling us. So a corrupted government, world power who's not interested in harmony. Maybe, can you hear me? Is it clear?
For whom is this question, and what is the exact question there?
Yeah, so the question is for all three of you.
We want it to one person.
Okay. I'll go to V.V. Ganesh.
Okay.
So, would you consider having the feminist narrative more in a male perspective? Because I think feminism, all of the women know about it, but specifically male students in schools and in universities doesn't attend these kind of lectures or seminars, or they might be, I don't know, threatened perhaps. So how can we ease feminism into male students basically?
Thank you. So thanks for the question. I think sure, then I think that's their job to work on that. Right, the work of, and I mean Sonora put this beautifully before, right, the work of not being emasculated by not always being the loudest voice, not always being the leader, being someone who can apologize, being someone who can listen, right? Some of the best feminists I know are men. I was in Jaffna for a long stretch before this festival, and spoke to an audience there, and some of the best questions that I heard were from young men who I would identify them as feminists. Like the nature of their questions were working that way. So I think actually that culture and conversation, especially at universities, I also teach. My students are often the most progressive people I speak with, and they are most likely to be inclusive and expansive, right? And I also teach at a university has a department of gender and women's studies, right? So even that, like the evolution of the way that those departments are named, right? Maybe it might have been originally women's studies, now it's gender and women's studies, and sexuality, and you're right, the acronym is actually GWIZ at my institution. And I mean, some of the most progressive scholars, many of whom are masculine identifying or male, they're in those departments, and they're setting the example of being feminists and not being threatened, in fact, being excited about it.
May I just add, I found South Asian audiences I found more men in South Asian audiences. I've been through festivals in these past couple of months than I do even in the US. So something's going right in South Asia where men are not feeling emasculated about coming to a session on feminism.
Yes, please go ahead, Professor Niluka.